Yo, what is up everyone? My name is Dom and we're here to talk about unusual options activity. Alright, let's kick it off with the disclaimer. So, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this program are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright everyone, first one I want to bring up is Texas Roadhouse. Now, this is a restaurant company, and if you come down to the time of sales here, of the September 17th 105 strike calls, there's a few nice orders coming in. It looks like they're about 5 to 10 minutes apart here. Now I think this might be the same person coming in here and buying all these contracts. This one right here is definitely a buy order here. You can see it's 1 cent below the market ask. So when they're paying at the midpoint of the bid and ask above, so if they're paying above the midpoint of the bid and the ask, we know that they're buying the contracts. We just need to confirm that the open interest is smaller than the trade size to confirm it's a buy to open. And in this case, we cannot confirm that, but we can always check it in the morning and see how much of this volume transfers over to the open interest, or see what kind of open interest comes out of this current number here for today's close. Now, I like Texas Roadhouse here actually. It's kind of an expensive stock at this level. It's kind of getting run up, with this whole reopen trade here. This thing kind of did do nothing for, a couple years, and then obviously the pandemic hit. I do like that people are buying the dip here. We're not jumping in at $110 a share. We came in, ran up to $110. We came down to about 95. We're kind of just riding the 50-day moving average here, this purple line. So, I kind of like it. I kind of like this trade. That we're going out a little bit further here into September, and I definitely like that people are buying the dip. I'm not trying to be buying Texas Roadhouse at 110. I'd rather buy it when it pulls back, 10 or so points, 13 points or so. Now, I have those options in another account, so you're not going to see the positioning there. Now, next one I want to bring up is Sundial Growers. Now, this is a cannabis play here, and this is a Reddit stock. I brought this one up on the channel before. It kind of seems like this thing is starting to pick up again here, especially with this short-term options trading here. There's a lot of these Reddit stocks that are going wild right now. BlackBerry, GameStop, AMC. Back a few months ago, I brought up Sundial Growers, I think around, $1.50 or $2, and it ran all the way up to $4 after that. We took the profit off the table, and this is the exact same activity that I was seeing last time before the stock made a huge run. Now, there's some huge option contracts trading here. Mind you, this is only $1 stock, so the options volume here is kind of expected because it's a $1 stock. I think that these people are just getting started buying this, because I remember last time, when this thing was getting up to $2 and nearing $4, there was like 250,000 contracts trading per almost every single short-term strike. So, this is a hallmark of these Reddit people here, is buying these extremely short-term, out-of-the-money calls. As the stock moves up, the market makers who shorted these calls to these people like me and such, they're forced to buy the stock as it keeps going up. So it's just a vicious cycle of people like me and other people keep buying and buying and buying these out of the money calls, and as the stock moves up, the market makers need to keep buying and keep buying and keep buying the stock to hedge themselves against the calls they shorted, because the calls they shorted have unlimited risk. So they're hedging by buying the stock, buying the stock, buying the stock, and it's reverse on the way down. When the stock starts tanking, the market makers are just selling and selling and selling the stock to hedge themselves once again, because the stock is tanking. So they're gaining a little bit on the option, but they're losing on the stock, so they need to keep selling and selling and selling the stock. So it's a vicious cycle here. It's called a gamma squeeze, I believe it is. This thing, I think I brought it up somewhere around here, $1 to $2, and we had a nice couple days with it. But as you can see, it can turn on you very quickly, and you have to be able to be diligent and get a nice profit that you're happy with, not being a greedy pig or anything, and just take it off the table. And it's fun to kind of watch it after that. For the past 4 days, this thing has been getting some traction here. It went from 71 cents to $1. It's kind of nervous because it looked like it opened higher and opened higher and closed lower on the day. But I am actually going to be getting the stock in this one tomorrow, because I found with these extremely cheap stocks, the option contract kind of moves like crap, and you have this implied volatility here that is extremely high, 220% on some of these. And if you're long options, long calls, and this implied volatility were to come down, you would lose a lot of money, because there's a lot of room for this implied volatility to come down, because it's 220%. Some stocks trade at a 30% implied volatility. So one thing I want to state is I'm sorry for not making the channel or the screen bigger here. Somebody commented on my channel, and I did it yesterday. I'll try to remember to keep making that Thinkorswim window full page. So sorry about that. I like to keep it smaller, when I'm trading and stuff, so I just have to remember to size it out for you guys, so it's just a little bit more and easier for you guys to see. So thanks for everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to keep the subscribing up. I'm super happy that all you guys are showing love and everything. I'm glad you guys are liking the content. Leave a comment down below if you got suggestions. I'm super open. And if you got something to share, all of us are always willing to learn. So thanks for everyone who's been subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one.